This is Harsh Rules. I'm Ben Harsh, and today we're going to take a look at Agents of Mayhem, Pride of Babylon from Academy Games. So let's begin by opening this rather large box. And inside, you'll see that we have the rules. So let's take this all out of here for a second. We have the rule book, my favorite thing. And you can see here that it looks like we have some, this is kind of a superhero, supervillain type game. So we've got some comic art that backs that up. This game is, of course, based off of the Saints Row universe. And you can see this is a 3D game that has buildings with multiple levels that you can jump on, move throughout, or even destroy. So, looks like another great rule book from Academy. I've been really impressed lately with their rules. Some really good art. I like the ladies. So lots of stuff to check out in here. So it looks like 3 to 4 players can, or 3 and 4 player games. Boy, this is a big rule book. 27 pages, 28 pages, 30. There's a lot of stuff in this box. All right, let's continue. So here we have the Mayhem mission book. Each faction has their own book of missions. There are 6 tutorial missions, 6 regular missions, and then it looks like a series of campaign missions. And then here is the mission book for the Legion side. Now the Legion mission book has tutorial missions for 5 to learning how to play Legion, as well as a tutorial mission for learning how to use gadgets. So it looks like the thinking here is that you start with Mayhem and then work your way to Legion. Then Legion has their own 6 missions, as well as a campaign set and some information on generating your own missions, it looks like. So nicely balanced between the 2 factions. And these are the character sheets. The first one is for Fortune and Glory, then Hollywood, and Hardtack. Then the villains, of course, Dr. Babylon, Gollum, and some double-sided reference sheets. Next, it looks like we have 3 big sheets of cardboard counters to punch out. And now we have a lot of tiles for constructing the various buildings and adding all the streets for the city of Seoul. Yes, this game takes place in Seoul, Korea, because why not? Therefore, on a lot of these tiles, you'll see, Asian maple trees, Buddhas, tiled roofs, things like that. And a lot of these tiles have holes punched in the corners that will allow you to build up for multi-level buildings. And yes, these tiles are falling out of the cardboard sheets, which is good because I've had sheets that are not punched very well, or they're punched off center, and when you punch them out, you're missing part of the graphic, or there's hanging cardboard and it looks really rough. So everything, even though from this picture it looks like it's falling out, everything is really good quality. So yeah, here we have some card boxes that are very cool. They have double sides. You can put cards on either side. These are fantastic. Here's another one with 2 sets of cards. So each of these can hold 2 sets of cards. So there's a lot of cards in this game. Now here we have the model boxes. So if we pry these open, you can see we've got 2 models. This looks like Fortune and Glory there. Here we have a little drone figure. And we open up this box and we have, it's like hardtack. No, that's Hollywood. Yep, Hollywood. And here we have even more cards and another figure, which is Dr. Babylon. And in this box, we have the game's crystals, which I think are used for upgrades. And here's hardtack. So here's hardtack. And in this in this box we have dice. So we have some 8-sided dice, 12-sided dice, and 6-sided dice, all custom. This is the figure box, and there's quite a few figures, with the big one, which is Gollum. And this are the character cards. These are pretty thick cardboard. Looks like there's one for each character. Got some other, looks like cards you might be able to add on. Now here are the poles you use for setting up the 3D buildings. So they're threaded on the end, and you just kind of stack them like this and build up. Here we have the roads. And here's some more tiles for building out your city. It's like we got the screws, so these things are going to get screwed down for making buildings. Some more cards. And that looks like it. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in this box. Let's break for a moment and I will put some of this together. All right, we're back, and I've put together some of the game for the first training tutorial. So let's take a look at that. So here shows the tutorial, and here is the building. So the building, each of the tiles has a numbering system, so it's hard to see, but there's a 4-1, a 4-2, and the top one is, I think, 4-3. So we have the dance club, the dark matter lab, because why not, and then the roof would. So you just put the screws through the bottom tile, and then you flip the whole thing over and thread the pipes on. And then you use the key to tighten up the screws to the pipes so that it's nice and secure. You know, when I got this key, though, I was thinking like, oh boy, Academy has me building IKEA furniture now. But it's actually not that bad. So here we've got these all screwed in for the second level. You just keep threading it on, and then the top level just sits on top. I don't think there's caps or anything because, as I'll show you here in a second, you can take the top off, flip it over, and show like damage. So the tiles, some of them are double-sided with damage sides, which is kind of cool. So here you can see the dark matter lab, and you can see the disco underneath. So we'll put that back on top and put this down. Build this by just looking at the picture in the rule book. So the other cool thing are these player mats. They're kind of sandwiched cardboard. So you can see they have all these slots. And yeah, it's just sandwiched cardboard. And each of these is recessed, so you can just place their abilities or some of the other pieces you need, just lock right into that. So that's really cool, really nice. I really like this as opposed to some games where you just kind of lay the counters on top and you end up bumping them. They slide all over the place and whatnot. Here you just like lock everything in. So that's really nice. So each of these books, so this is the Mayhem mission book. So you have some of these few tutorial missions, and then you have formal missions. So you're going to start with some basic concepts and then build on it, rather than some games that require you to read like 50 pages and memorize everything, whether it's important or not, and then go back and start playing the game. This uses a nice staged approach. So you'll learn a concept, you'll play some game, you'll learn another concept, you'll play another game. It's really well designed that way. So the good thing is you won't be learning a bunch of stuff that you won't use maybe once or twice. It's staged so you learn things appropriately. So you can see here if you have the ground floor, and it's showing it from a top-down level. So there's the roof, the second floor, and then you kind of have your your coordinates of where things are located based on the floor. So let's follow the rules here, and we'll see about placing some of these figures. So Fortune and Glory goes here, and Hardtack is going to go about here, and then we put Hollywood over here. And I'm just literally looking at the pictures and plugging this in. So once I sit down and thoroughly read the rules, I'm sure that there's spacing concerns and things to get squared away, but it's really straightforward. So although it seems like there's a ton to learn, and there probably is as far as abilities and skills, I mean, it's a pretty deep game, but once you get everything rolling, you've got a whole city and a whole cast of characters that are really going to flesh out this world that you play. So that is Agents of Mayhem, Pride of Babylon from Academy Games. This is set in the Saints Row universe and based on the 2017 game Agents of Mayhem, but you don't need to play that game to enjoy this. So, an epic story of superheroes and supervillains battling out. Tons of collateral damage. So, and this is definitely kind of a spoof type game, so nothing here is serious. Everything is meant to be cheeky and to have fun. So check it out when you get the chance. And as always, I'm Ben Harsh for Harsh Rules. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like and share with your friends. To be the first notified when the next episode of Harsh Rules becomes available, please hit the bell icon for notifications. And as always, this is Ben Harsh for Harsh Rules. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.